What's up, guys? Welcome to the Chess Giant. This is Solomon Riddell, and today we're going to be going over the most famous chess game of all time, the Immortal Game. It was played between Anderssen and Kieseritzky in London in 1851. It was a beautiful game, and it really highlights the kind of play that was going on around that time period. Anderssen was playing with the white pieces. So let's just hop right in. E4, E5, F4. This is a King's Gambit. E takes F4. Bishop c4. Now, bishop c4 kind of invites black to play queen h4 check, which black does. Queen h4 check. King f1. Now here black plays b5. The idea here is that black is trying to distract the bishop from the f7 square. However, I just think that this b5 move is kind of silly. You're giving up a pawn, and it doesn't really help you all that much. White is able to just take the pawn, and now we're at even material. Black continues with knight f6. White plays knight f3, attacking the queen. Queen h6. d3 from white here, protecting the e4 pawn. And here knight h5. The threat here is to play knight g3 check, right? So for example, if knight c3, we have knight g3 check. And if pawn takes, queen takes h1 check. And this knight h5 move really well highlights the kind of play that was going on around that time period, with queen h6 and knight h5. Chess was more of a mystery back in the 1800s. Now we have computers, now we're able to memorize openings. But back then there was a higher emphasis on cheap and quick threats than on long-term goals, development, and coordination of the pieces, right? So after knight h5, white is easily able to defend knight g3 check with knight h4. The idea here is that if knight g3 check, we can just take the knight, right? So after knight h4, black plays queen g5, attacking both the knight on h4 and the bishop on f5. So white plays knight f5. We see c6 attacking the bishop. Now, most players here would just play bishop a4, right? The bishop's being attacked, let's move the bishop. However, here Anderssen saw an opportunity to gain a massive amount of development with the move g4, attacking the knight. We see knight f6. And here the bishop on b5 is being attacked, but Anderssen continues with rook g1, which protects the pawn on g4. And here, after black takes the bishop, we see that black is up a piece. However, white is able to gain a massive attack with the move h4, forcing queen g6, h5, forcing queen g5, and queen f3. Now the idea here is that white is threatening bishop takes f4, which would trap the queen. So black is forced to go back with knight g8. And after bishop takes f4, queen f6. Now obviously here, white is down. However, he has a huge development advantage. The only piece that's developed for black here is the queen on f6, and it's very prone to attack. The queen is actually threatening the pawn on b2. So white plays knight c3. Here black plays bishop c5. The idea here is that black can gain a tempo by attacking the rook and then keep developing the other pieces. However, Anderssen with the white pieces was not concerned at all about losing the rook on g1. He was concerned about checkmating the king on e8. So he played knight d5, attacking the queen. And here we see queen takes b2. White plays bishop d6. Now if black takes this bishop, we have knight takes d6 check. And this position is very, very good for white. The game will be over in just a few moves. The best move for black here was to actually take the rook on a1. And after king e2, play queen b2. That was the best way for black to play, and black would have been okay if he did this. However, this is obviously very hard to find. And after the move bishop d6, black instead takes the rook on g1, gobbling up even more material. Now here Anderssen realizes that he would like to take the pawn on g7 with the knight. However, this queen on b2 is defending it, right? So here white plays e5, making it so the queen on b2 is not defending the king on e8. Here black takes the rook on a1, taking another rook, and we have king e2. Here black plays knight a6, defending the c7 square. And this allows white a mate in 3 with the move. Knight takes g7 check. King d8. Here we have a checkmate in 2. Pause the video if you want to try to find it real quick. Queen f6 check, which distracts the knight from e7, because after knight takes f6, we have bishop e7 checkmate. So I hope you guys enjoyed this game. It's always a fun one to review. It was not flawless, but it was played back in 1851, and chess has only continued to develop, in part because of this game. Let me know what you guys think of this game in the comment section, and let me know what other games you want to see on this channel. You can mention a player, a specific game, a time period, whatever. I'm excited to hear your responses. Thanks for watching today's video. If you'd like to watch another one, you can click or tap up here. And I've got a lot more high quality chess content on the way. So if you'd like to subscribe, you can click or tap down here. I really appreciate your support.